Sunday School Review. In this week's Sunday School lesson, the Sunday lesson for March the 11th, 2018, the title of the lesson is A Prayer of Dedication. A Prayer of Dedication. The lesson is taken from the second book of Chronicles, chapter 6, verses 1 through 21. In this lesson, we find King Solomon praying to the Lord a prayer of dedication or prayer of thanksgiving for the building of the temple in Israel. See, the Lord had promised his dad, King David, that a temple would be built. And that promise was fulfilled not in King David's lifetime, but it's fulfilled in his son's lifetime, King Solomon. We see that promise being fulfilled and the temple of Jerusalem, the temple being built in Jerusalem. In this lesson, we see Solomon in the temple courtyard gathered all the people. He built a platform, and on this platform, and he kneeled and he prayed to the Lord. He prayed and he thanked God for keeping his word and allowing the temple of the Lord to be built. He said, "There's no other God in the heaven or on earth is like the God of Israel." So he acknowledges God's greatness. Went on and prayed and said that this building can't contain you, that this temple where you dwell everywhere. Solomon recognized that God, being infinite, cannot be confined to one place or one location in the temple. Yeah, the Lord dwelt in the temple, but he also is everywhere. Then Solomon goes on to request that the Lord will hear his prayer. He's humbling himself. He's getting on his knees, saying, "Lord, I thank you. There's no other like you." And he says, "Lord, I know you keep your promises. And hey, I know that you are everywhere." So what's the takeaway from this that we get as Christians today? First thing, and the good news is that God keeps his promises. If we look at his word, we see the promises that he makes to us. We know that God can and will keep his promises. Secondly, we know the takeaway on this lesson is that God is everywhere. So wherever you are, you can pray to the Lord and he will hear your prayer. Thirdly, we see the importance of praying, not only praying when you want something, but also praying to tell God thank you. We should be praying to the Lord, telling him thank you for what you've done for us. Thank you for blessing us with this. You know, we don't want to only pray to the Lord when we want something. It's kind of like the example, you all know, you all have people that you know where every time you see that name on the call ID, you're like, oh my gosh, what do they want? Because the only time you hear from them is when they want something. And if you don't know anybody like that, you might be the person making a call that everybody hates to hear from because you only call them because you want something. And if that's you, you probably need to check yourself. But the point is, just like we also need to call, don't get me wrong, we should always call them when we're in need. But also, this lesson shows us that it's a great idea, it's a good idea to thank the Lord, to call and pray on the Lord and say, "Lord, I thank you for what you've done for me in my life. I appreciate you, I love you." And then, and then after that, maybe add what you need, but don't always call with your hand out. Be able to pray to the Lord and say thank you sometime. Hey, once again, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and give. Come over to the website, www.sundayschoolreview.com. Remember, enjoy your blessings.